Hi and welcome. I'm Christine Baldino, and thank you so much for downloading my Snow Friends card. I wanted to give you some options in the intro here. You'll notice in the actual digital file is that there's a green background and a card. If you didn't want to print the green background separately, you could make the whole card green if you preferred. Or you could change the colors of my retro colors and use a Christmas red and green paper. You could use textured paper. You could use textured paper in the background. That might be fun. One other option I wanted to share with you, which you'll see me do in the end of the video of making this card, is that I used some fabric paint, I don't know if you can see that, which is puff paint. And puff paint, this is white, when it dries, stays puffy. The only thing I don't recommend is putting the snowflakes on top of the actual snowmen, even though that would be cute because it would be snowing in front of them and behind them. If you mailed it, the puff paint would probably stick to the envelope, and that might be terrible for the recipient if they rip the card. If you're not going to mail it, then you can decorate the whole front of it. Or you could make a few of these and use them as place cards. So stay with me and let's make it together. I've cut all the pieces out, and you'll notice that I have a background in the file because sometimes I like to use store-bought pre-made foldable cards. You though can, instead of printing, let's say this background, you could print this or cut this from your machine in all the same color. Sometimes I prefer to write my note on a white or cream ground. So that's why I wanted to give you the option. And I have the shadow that's going behind the snowman. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the hats and stuff on, and then when I put the white onto the gray, I'm going to pop dot it. So that just adds a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna leave the noses on my board so that I kind of remember where they go. You could always look at the pictures. So I'm gonna put these black circles go behind their faces so that their eyeballs and mouth are black. So I'm just going to put those right into position. Cute. And now I'm going to put the hats on. So the blue hat is the center and scarf. You'll notice that everything fits according to the curve of what's below it. So you can see how the hat falls in. It's got the little poof on the pom-pom at the top. The pink goes in. The light pink base. And then I'm going to put this pink base on. And you'll see from the design of the file that the mittens really go on last because they'll go over the pink scarves on the outside edges. Just gonna add a little more tape here so it stays down. This is his scarf. Nice. So this piece, again, you can see it fits on the edge of the scarf. I'm gonna use a little bit of tape, but I'm also gonna use my Zig pen, which conveniently rolls out like a ballpoint. Yep. Fits beautifully. And then you can see that this pink, which I'm just going to use the zig pen, and you of course as the end user could also pop dot them if you preferred to. I don't want to make my card too heavy, even though of course the pop dots are foam. Okay, so this is the bottom of the scarf, right? Let's see how this goes. Just like that. I'm actually going to bring my notebook over here so I don't glue on my table. And I'm going to use my tweezers to pick this up, I think. There we go. So I can turn it over easy. Nice, and then this is his hat. Oh, and this is the top of the blue hat. Okay, see that goes right in there. And aren't they funny little snowmen without their noses? And then this, oh, I forgot a scarf piece. And then the mittens just fall right in on either side. My classic snow hug. And yep, this one goes this way, thumbs go up. Okay, time to make them actually personalized with their noses. Something about the carrot nose really makes it official, right? Cute. So I'm gonna pop dot the snowman to the shadow, and I'm actually going to use this foam tape I found in my arsenal. I don't know about you as a crafter, but I find that a lot of people give me stuff they don't use, and I try not to really throw it away because at some point I'll find a use for it. So these hexagon foam sticky tape things, I think was from somebody who used a company called Stamping Up. I've never actually used that, but I'm sure that I just got their supplies. And you can see that this foam tape isn't super heavy. Normally when I make my wall hangings, I use the Zot Dots, which are pretty thick. And I think maybe I'm gonna put this on with the sticky tape. It's literally just the background green. And again, as I said in the beginning, instead of printing this and cutting this and this, you could just do one color of your choosing, but I personally prefer the insides to be clean. So I am going to use the larger Zot dots for this card to stick my snowman onto the green. Nice. And as I suggested before, so I had done one card earlier, and I considered using this puff paint. So it's just a air dry puff paint. And I did a little test piece. So you can see they don't really come off, which is good. They do have a little pinch at the top, but I don't mind that. I want to show you, I'm going to add, first I'm going to test it again, squeeze it out. And I'm just going to come in here and add some snowflakes. Kind of random. The key to making it look random is not to make them all line up. Remember, there's no mistakes in art. I just think it adds a little fun sweetness to it. And I'm just going to tap it down. See, they have little points on them. How about if I just use this tool and swirl them out a little bit? Just so they don't look like pointy snowflakes. I thought about adding snow onto the front. One of the reasons I'm not going to is that when this dries, it could be a little sticky. So if you're going to mail the card, these won't be touching the envelope, but if you put the dots here, it would be, and it might rip the card when it comes out. Well, thanks for watching, and remember to check out the rest of my Silhouette store to purchase other optional digital downloads. Thanks so much.